What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we continue the Gauntlet series for the Philips Fidelio T1s. Going up against them now is the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs. This should be very interesting. We're getting to the upper level of my favorite earbuds. So, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in. We got the Gauntlet series, the Philips Fidelio T1s going up against the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs. Let's go ahead and talk price. The Free BYRDs, they come in at $249, whereas the Fidelio T1s in white, you can get them for as much as $207. The black version, you can get for $216. They are both available on Amazon. As always, I will leave a link in the description below, and that way you can take advantage of purchasing either one or both of these earbuds. All right, let's go ahead and talk specs. First off, we're going to talk about the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs. They rock Bluetooth 5.2. The codec they support is AAC, SBC, and aptX adaptive. They do have active noise canceling plus a transparency mode. Full disclosure, I think all of them have a transparency mode, but they have theirs advertised. All right, as you talk about battery life, with the earbuds, you can get up to 11 hours of battery life on the earbuds alone. That is fantastic. With the case, you can get up to 30 hours playback time. Excuse me. The case has quick charge. 10 minutes would get you just over an hour, 70 minutes of playback time, and the case supports wireless charging. Water resistance. The earbuds themselves are rated at IPX4. As far as special features, the earbuds do have Alexa built in. They do not have multi-point pairing, but they do have what they call like a handoff system. Basically, you can quickly switch between any two devices as long as the earbuds have been paired to it. It's just it gives you that extra step that you got to go into the Bluetooth settings and turn them and then activate them within the Bluetooth app, the Bluetooth settings there. Just extra step, but not at the actual multi-point pairing. Now moving on over to the Fidelio T1s, they have Bluetooth version 5.2 as well. The codec they support is SBC, AAC, and LDAC. Excuse me. As far as noise canceling, yes, they do have it. They have their own spec. Their, I guess you want to call it a proprietary special system. They call it a hybrid ANC Pro Plus with active noise canceling, well, adaptive ANC. So they have a kind of their own system going on with the noise canceling. As far as battery strength with the earbuds, you can get up to 9 hours with ANC turned on, 13 hours with ANC off. With the case, you can get 25 hours with ANC on, 35 hours with ANC off. The case does support quick charge, 15 minutes to get you an hour of playback time, and the case is also supports wireless charging. As far as water resistance, the earbuds are also rated at IPX4. And when we talk about special features, they do support Google Fast Pair, and they also have multi-point connections. So these guys are fully stacked, both of them full of features. All right, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and pull one of these guys out. We're gonna take a look at them, see how they look. Obviously, you can tell the actual a little difference and a little similarity in them. As you can see, the Fidelio T1s are a much larger earbud. I had one of my subscribers mention in the comments of one of my other videos on the Gauntlet saying how these guys remind them of the Sony XM 1000 XM3s, and I have to agree they do have that similarity to them. Uh, but they are, like I told them, they are very light and comfortable in the air despite their size. I do like the look of them, the design. I love how they have the contrasting colors here. It's very good looking. I love the rubber rubberized texture down here. The soft rubber, so it feels good when you sit it in the ear. As we take a look at the Freebird, I do like these guys. Another one of my bigger earbuds. Not as big as the T1s, but definitely one of my bigger earbuds that I own. I love the attention to detail that they have. Of course, this up here is your touch sensor, so they have it raised just a little bit, similar to the T1s. This is your touch sensor here, how they have it raised up. Not a lot, but just enough. And of course, you got the ergonomics here. This is the ergonomic area that sits in the ear well, so this protrudes out a little bit. Again, similar situation with the T1s, except for theirs is here, but they still protrude out. And again, another nice fitting, very comfortable earbud. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab my phone here. We're gonna pull out some pictures so you can see exactly what these guys look like in air. Let me go ahead and grab them up. All right, first up, we got the Fidelio T1s. As you can see, I took a different picture. The other one was kind of washed out. I hope this one looks better, but it definitely gives you a look, an idea how the earbuds look in the ear. You see how it takes up the entire ear well there, and it fills in nicely. I got the Comply foam tips that are included in the box set in because I love those ear tips. They give me the settings. They give me the feel that I want. Okay, so again, a very comfortable feel. Let me go ahead and pull up the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs here. I got a dozen of these pictures. All right, here we go. As you can see, there's the Freebirds. Again, fills up the almost the entire ear well. It doesn't do as much as the Philips, uh, the T1s, but they do have an ergonomic feel. Again, very light in the air. And again, also as you can see, I have their Comply tip foams on theirs as well. I love the Comply tips. They give me that great seal and everything. So, and that's basically what they look like. Again, another light earbud, despite the size. Despite the size, they're very light. So I'm liking what companies are doing with the earbuds as far as comfort, even despite the size of them. All right. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and get these paired up. We're gonna take a dive into their apps. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the Freebirds already paired up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and dive into their app. Actually, I don't have it. Okay. Their app is called the MIY. They say it's for Make It Your Own. That's what they say it stands for, but we're gonna go ahead and get it connected. All right, we're up. As you can see, you got a picture of the ear. First, you have the actual battery levels of the earbuds at the top. Then you got a picture of the earbuds. Of course, you can disconnect the headphones there if you click on that link. Moving forward, you got your ANC modes. You got off, on, and transparency. You hit go into transparency, go to mode. Either way, they actually have no strength levels for them, which is normally common amongst some earbuds. But then, of course, moving on, you got your low latency mode. If you play games on like your phone or your tablet where you have these connected, you can go ahead and switch that on. If not, you can go ahead and turn on, and you can just listen to if you're just watching video, movies, stuff like that, or YouTube, uh, like me, and you can go ahead and leave that there. Excuse me. All right, so you got your sound profile. So you go ahead and tap on settings. You can create your own sound profile. I have it turned on. Of course, I have it say you got recommended, you got softer, richer, depending on how you want to fine tune the sound. Then, of course, you got your sound strength bar here. But all this is set up when you set up your own personal sound settings. You can go into it, set up, create an account, then go through the sound testing, and then you can go ahead and set these up. Okay, and then of course, moving down further, you got your configuration as far as personal assistant. You can set it. I have it set to default. If you change that, you can go in. Well, let me hit that. I have mine set to default. I think by default, out of the box, it's set to default, so it works with whatever whatever voice assistant you may have. I'm trying to get it. Okay, here it is. So now it didn't come up at first. So now I see you got it as default, but you have, because it has built-in Alexa, so you can go ahead and have that set up if you use Alexa in your house and everything. Or if you don't want to use it, just hit disable and you don't have to worry about it at all. All right, you got your voice prompts. Mine's just I've set for English. You got your equalizer. You tap on that. You got different types of presets. You don't have a graphic equalizer. I'll go with the V shape because that's more of what I like. All right, moving forward, you got your reset factory reset option here. And then, of course, down low, you have all your information, software version, Bluetooth address, so on and so forth. Then, of course, even further down, you got your statistics. Because you can use these earbuds independently, they have two separate separate statistics for each earbud. All right, so if you move on, as you can see, we got options here in the front, down here, not in the front, but down below. If you go ahead and we're going to tap on the far right, this will give you a walkthrough of how to utilize your touchpad for play, pause, accepting calls, rejecting calls, voice assistant, increasing volume, decreasing volume, so on and so forth. These cannot be changed, unfortunately. Okay, and moving on, if you go over to the far right, hit the Y, you can go into your different versions here as far as shopping, access their Facebook webpage, contact, how to contact them for customer service, frequently asked questions. You got your privacy policy and your imprint and everything like that. So if you want to get something with their name on it, you can go ahead and do that. Um, and that is basically it for the Beyerdynamic, the MIY app for the Beyerdynamic Freebirds. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these swapped out, and we're going to take a walk through the the Fidelio T1 website or app for those earbuds. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the Fidelio T1s already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into their app. I really wish they had like a dark theme. I always say that. All right. Now we're booted up and we're in. You can see we got the name of the earbuds at the top. You got the codec for the phone to the right. You got a picture of the earbuds. Underneath, you got the left, right, and case with their battery percentages. All right, moving down, you got your ambient control toggle switch. You can turn it off and on, and of course, you got your noise control or noise canceling. You got awareness or transparency, and then you have adaptive. That's for ANC. So if you tap on, so let's go into noise canceling or ANC. You can turn it on to high. Let me get that closer so you can see it. You get high or low or wind noise reduction. We have it set to high, as you can see. We'll leave it on that. Okay, of course, if you let's go ahead just real quick and hit transparency. You do have options of full transparency or voice mode, but with full transparency, you could turn up and down to the slider to let you know exactly how much noise canceling or a transparency mode, how much more ambient noise you want to filter in or not. Okay. Then of course, adaptive basically turns up and down your noise canceling depending on your location. All right. You got your sound effect. You can go ahead and tap in there. These are your equalizer presets. You got the four here: bass, powerful, voice, and treble. Right now, I have it toggle switch turned off, so we're listening for natural sound coming from the earbuds. So those are only four options you do have. You do not have a graphic equalizer in this app. And of course, at the bottom here, I lost connection. Give me 1 second. Let me get back in. All right, we're back in. Sorry about that. At the bottom here, like I was saying, you have your audio controls. You got play, pause, skip, and reverse tracks, and you got your volume slider. That also coincides with the actual volume slider in your phone. Of course, you can see down here at the bottom we're in the home, so we can go ahead and click on settings, and here you have a list of all the settings you would need. You have LDAC. If your phone supports LDAC, you want to go ahead and turn that on. Um, you got multi connection or multi-point connection. I have that turned on. Obviously, it's self-explanatory. You got your default voice assistant. I'm gonna turn that on. That way, it'll use my Google Assistant. Of course, you got your wear sensor that basically how's as sensor in the earbud. If you take it out, it pauses your music. Put it back in, it resumes. You got the touchpad, which turns on the controls where you can go ahead and utilize the controls from the touchpad, play, pause, things of that nature. Side tone, it allows you to hear your voice when you're on a call. That way it doesn't sound like you're yelling at anybody. I don't know why that's turned off, but I usually had that on. Auto off rather is a timer. You can set a timer for the earbuds to say how long they stay on before they automatically shut off. I set that to never because we can always put them in the case. And of course, you got your product information, quick start guide, user manual, and about on here. And then of course, that's basically it for the Philips headphone app for the Fidelio T1s. What we want to do next is we're going to go ahead and get into a mic test and then follow that with the sound test. So stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Philips Fidelio T1s in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Philips Fidelio T1s in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Philips Fidelio T1s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Philips Fidelio T1s in a crowded location. All right, we're back in. We got the Free BYRDs all paired up. So let's go jump into some music. Yeah, I'll get y'all in a minute. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. You know what? Let's do Lenny. I just love the instrumental here. Okay. Already. Sounding good. Got this. Very clear. Let's go all the way up. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Great bass, crystal clear vocals, great sound separation. These things sound fantastic. Man, these things sound great. Okay, these things sound fantastic. Very crystal clear vocals, great bass. Everything's balanced. You really can't get any better than that, man. The, it just sounds great. And you got the spatial audio where you got uh, guitar, you got a bass, you got a guitar riff over here. You got the drums, kick drums is right there. Lenny Kravitz sounds like he's right in front of you. You got another guitar off to your left or your right rather. Oh, it's just a great overall sound, man. I really like that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in. We're gonna do Godzilla, bass heavy song. Let's go. Woo! All right, that bass is nice. Oh, that's just rumbling. Crystal clear vocals again. I can hear every word he's saying. This is fantastic. Great sound. Great sound separation. And that bass is ridiculous. Mm. Let's get to some of this vocals, some of this chorus. Man, these things sound fantastic. Great bass, great vocals. Okay. Whew. This is these sound fantastic. You got great bass in that song. It's a bass heavy song, and it worked and it absorbed it and gave it to you nice and clean, hard hitting. The vocals fantastic. You got crystal clear vocals on there, just like you had on the Lenny Kravitz song. Again, another crystal clear song, uh, crystal clear vocals. Just an overall great. You know what? We're gonna do one more because we're getting up into the upper echelon of the earbuds that I have. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do one more for that, just so we can. I want to hear some instrumental. Let me see if I can get this one. Yes, "Going Home" by Kenny G. I want to hear some instrumentals. See how it is. This is one of my favorite instrumentalists. Oh man, this sounds so good. You got to keep. Oh, this sounds great, man. Balanced sound, good sound separation with the drums, keyboard. Just a great sound, man. Just great sound. Man, that saxophone sounds fantastic. Crystal clear. Just a great sound. Great sound. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and get these switched out, and then we'll have them go through with the Fidelio T1. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the T1s all paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into some music. All right, first up, we're going to go ahead and jump into Lenny. Let's go. All right, we're right at the same volume level. At this level, not as loud as the Freebirds. Still got a crystal clear vocals, great sound, instrumental sound separation, got the spatial audio going on. I love it. You got guitars on your left, you got guitars on your right, you got Lenny's vocals right in the front. The guitar is right there with them, all balanced. Nice. Nice. Just great sounding earbuds. Man, we are definitely in upper tier when it comes to sound with these two here, and possibly even more to come moving forward. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna jump in. We're gonna get in. We're gonna next up get into Godzilla. All right, Eminem. Let's go. Again, the race is rumbling right off the start. Vocals crystal clear, sounded fantastic. Man, just a good one. Let's move up a little bit. It's just a great sound. Balanced. Mm. Doesn't get as loud at this volume level as the Freebirds, but the crystal clear vocals is there. The sound separation is there. Just great. Crystal clear vocals, man. Okay, the bass is it's just a great overall sound. Again, from both of these guys. Again, all right, let's go in and jump into our surprise vocal or surprise audio or music. Where you at, Kenny? I know I got you in here. Am I not? I think I'm looking for the wrong thing. All right, let me do it this way. Wow, if I could type, I'd be dangerous. There we go. All right, let me see if I can. We'll go with this one here. All right, same song, just a different version. Still getting that same. It's just a great sound, man. Just a great sound. Getting the great sound separation from the background instruments, and the saxophone is right there in front, just right there. Just a great sound, man. Great sound. Oh, mm. My favorite instrumentalist. Man, that is crisp. That is crisp. That is so crisp. I love it. The sound separation was there. The crispness of the instruments was there. The saxophone was just fantastic. It was just a great overall sound. Man, just great all the way around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get these all cleaned up, and I'm gonna come in with my final thoughts. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in with my final thoughts on this Gauntlet series edition. We've got the Philips T1s taking on the the Beyerdynamic Freebirds, and I have to say, uh, both of these earbuds came to play. They both sound fantastic. Um, really hard to come up with a winner here. And all I have to say is that if this is we're entering some of the level, the top tier of all the earbuds I have in my possession. Um, I got I will it's going to be great. I mean, I've got a couple more that I want to put these up against, put the T1s up against, and man, they I have to say up until now they have really shown out, showed up. They produced. They have been fantastic. Again, great sound out of both of these. Uh, I would say overall volume. I'll give that credit. I'll give that edge to the Beyerdynamics. Um, as far as it's going to be tough. I'm trying to figure out uh which one I would go with. Uh if I had to pick and choose between the two. As far as sound wise, this it's equal. I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's equal. They both had great bass, great treble and crystal clear vocals. They both had great sound separation. Um, Across the board, it was a great battle head to head. Um, so what we next thing we step down to is features. Okay. And as far as that goes, uh both of them have, as far as codec, they both do the great codecs. They both got ANC. They both good battery life. Um, you know, 11 hours with the Freebirds, 13 hours with ANC turned off with the Philips T1, the Fidelio T1s. Um, they both have IPX4 rating. Only other thing, they both have wireless charging cases, which is always a plus. The only, I guess, one thing I can only separate the two is with multi-point. The Fidelio T1s have multi-point pairing and connecting. The Freebirds do not. They do have their hyper switching capability, but that's an extra step that you'll have to go through in order to select that. So, and then as far as everything else, they're pretty much even. So the question is, which one would I take in a pin if I needed to grab just one earbud? And these are the only two I have to pick. Which one would I go with? I would have to say the T1s, on the strength that they do have the multi-point feature. Um, Great sound, both of these, but I have to give the nod to the T1s. Um, they have what I need to for my daily workflow. I could easily switch from a phone call to my laptop, with no problem. Um, and during a busy day, whereas I have to have that extra step with the Freebirds. This is no knock on the Freebirds. These are fantastic buds. These are heavy in my rotation when I'm at home, or when I know I'm not going, or when I know I'm not going at work and not going to be needing to quickly grab a phone call or anything like that. Or I just have them, just use it directly with my phone and they're fine. Hopefully, Beyerdynamic will drop an update for these guys and if give them that multi-point functionality, then we'll come back and revisit that. But I right now the winner in this one will be the Fidelio T1s. They are continually just holding their own here in this Gauntlet series. Um, Before I go, I wanted to let you guys know I appreciate all the views and the comments and everything like that. Please keep them coming. But I did notice that like 90% of the views that are on the channel are from unsubscribed viewers. So to those who are unsubscribed and you're coming in, you're checking out what we got going on here and everything. Feel free to subscribe. I'm not going to beg you to do it. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to continue to bring you videos, of course, with the well-known brand audio devices like Sony, Sennheiser, Bang, but also give you insight into offerings like this from Philips, um, and Beyerdynamic, and I got some another one I got my eye on bringing to the channel that's not getting a lot of play here on YouTube and things of that nature. So again, come on and join us on this journey. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. We love to have you add some put comments in, get a conversation going, and we'd love to have you. Again, thanks again for coming out. With that being said, rather, thanks again for coming out and checking out your boy. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button at the bottom. If you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe and then hit the notification bell rather, so that way you'll know when new videos are dropping. Once again, thank you all for coming and holler at your boy. T1s on top by function for functional features. That's it. Other than that, these two are head to head, but because of the multi-point function that they have, they will get the nod for me on this one. So again, thanks for coming out, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.